morning, guys. It is Tuesday and I'm on a February vacation, so I decided I would start a new vlog. I think this is just going to be a daily vlog, kind of just to switch it up, but I definitely want to get back into my vlog grind. I keep saying that and I've been slacking lately, but I don't know, I feel like I've just been kind of losing motivation to take time to edit. Like, vlogging is fine, it's just editing after the fact, because it's time consuming and I'm working on my master's and I like to just relax at home after work because I've just been really prioritizing like self-care and me time and just doing things I enjoy doing, like reading, which right now I'm at the library because I'm going to be dropping off some of the books I've already read and picking up 2 more of my holds, which I'm really excited about. If you don't utilize your local library, you are missing out. The library has always been like a huge part of my life, honestly. Like when I was younger, my mom would always make sure to like bring us, you know, participate in all the activities they would do. Obviously, this is pre-COVID times, like when I was literally like 9, and we would always borrow books, and I loved reading. I have always loved reading. I still love reading, but throughout college, my second major was English, so I was like not feeling the whole reading for pleasure because in every single class, I was required to read something, and it was like not that enjoyable. So I kind of stopped reading in my free time because that's all I ever did for class. And then finally my senior year, when it was just like my education classes and like student teaching, I got back into reading, and Brent and I would go to Barnes & Noble, also pre-COVID times, and we would read in the little Starbucks cafe. So now, you know, things are different, but library is the best of all worlds for me. So the first part is finance. I am trying to be debt-free. I don't want to spend money on buying books. The library is free. Second, I consider myself a minimalist. I don't like clutter, and if I had to buy books, I would read them, and then like I would just have to donate them because I don't like it's just gonna collect dust. I'm not gonna read it ever again. So, or have to give it to someone or something like that. So that's a really great part, is you can just return it and you don't own it. And another thing is that I get to hold a physical book because that's a big thing for me. I've tried the Libby app, which is great, and I honestly don't mind the audiobooks, but for like books on your screen, I don't like that. So all those 3 things just combine into the perfect solution. So the library is literally the best place ever. So I am parked outside of my library right now. I have an appointment at 10 to, it's actually curbside, so I think they bring it to me. To pick up my 2 books on hold that came in. I'm really excited about them, and I'm also going to return 4 books, but I have to finish one in the car. I'm going to finish reading this one, which is Clearing Clutter. A little bit different than I imagined. It did get into some like weird little, I don't know, not like superstitions, but kind of. I love books on, you know, minimalism and clearing clutter, so I was really happy to find this one. Someone is looking. Okay. If you are new to my channel, my name is Hailey. I'm a first-year 5th grade teacher in Massachusetts. Definitely hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my teaching-related videos. I'm just going to show you guys the other 3 books I'm returning. So I read these. This one is Organize Now and Live Clutter-Free. We see a recurring theme here. Slow, Simple Living for a Frantic World. That was a really good one. And then this one was a super quick read. It is the Little Book of Life Hacks, just random things, but I love these kinds of books. Like, they're super quick reads, obviously. There's a lot of fun illustrations, but they just have little fun like life hacks. This is the perfect example of a book that you would buy and then go home and read in like 30 minutes, and you just spent like $16, and now you just have this book forever just sitting there. Granted, some books you do want to refer back to, so what I do is I either take a picture of the tip that I really like, or I usually have a notes page in my Google Keep app for each book I read, and I take notes that I think would be helpful to look back on or things I want to remember. So those are the 3 books that I am done with. So it is 9:57, so I'm assuming they should be bringing out my books soon. I don't know if I have to like go up there. I don't know, but today I am meeting up with my former middle school teacher to talk about buying a multifamily. And I posted about this on my Instagram. You should definitely go follow me at Hailey Teaches. I kind of keep you guys up to date with my life as it goes. So I had messaged my former teacher on Facebook because I knew that at one point she was a landlord of 2 multifamilies, so she had like a lot of knowledge, obviously, about the ins and outs of like renting in the city that I want to rent in. And I told her like I want to get an apartment this summer with my boyfriend. She also knows my boyfriend. She was his teacher as well in middle school. And she was like, don't rent, just buy a multifamily. And someone literally pays you the mortgage and you live for free. And I feel like every time I tell someone in my life that I'm gonna be getting an apartment, they all tell me to buy instead and rent out, and you know, someone pays you your mortgage instead of you paying the mortgage yourself, and you live for free, and it seems like a no-brainer. And obviously there's so much responsibility that goes along with it, and that's why I've really been thinking about it. And at first I was like all on board. I knew there was a lot of research to be done, but I was like all on board, like pretty much like set on buying a multifamily. And then a week has passed since then, and now we're finally meeting up today for lunch. And I just feel like I just know myself. I'm very self-aware, and I know that a big decision like this is going to weigh on my brain at all times, and I don't know if I want that stress. It's an investment, and I do want to invest eventually, especially in real estate. I think that's like a really great option and something I'm interested in, but I think I'm gonna tell her today, and she's probably gonna be like, girl, no. But I think in my mind, I'm set on getting an apartment, even if it's just for 1 to 2 years, and saving my money. Because right now, I already have it all budgeted out. Like, I'm very good with my money, and I'm very good with planning, like, my finances and stuff. I already know that even living in an apartment, I will be able to save my $10,000 a year that I want to save. I already have it all planned out. So I know that's going to happen. I'll be able to save $10,000 a year. So with that in mind, I feel like I can just live in an apartment for 1 to 2 years and then reevaluate. Like, if I want to invest in a property, I can, because I have more savings. That makes me feel comfortable. But if I want to continue renting, that's fine too. And I know for some people it's like, oh, you're literally throwing away your money. But there's a reason why not everyone just goes and buys a multifamily and lives for free, and that's because it's a lot. You know, it's hard and it's a lot of work, and there's so many different scenarios that could happen with like tenants and like evictions and stuff. And I know I could handle it. Like, my former teacher was telling me to, like, I can definitely do it, and I do believe I can do it. But I just think in my head, I know that's going to be weighing on me, because any commitment I make weighs on my brain. Like, even the smallest things like YouTube and Instagram. I know that making like a big decision, like owning a multifamily, it's going to be a lot of stress, and it's going to be weighing on me at all times of my life. And I'm already a teacher, so we know that's very stressful to begin with. And, you know, I'm going to have kids down the road, and just a lot of things to think about. So I know for me personally, it would be a lot for me, and even though I could handle it, why put that extra stress on myself when I don't need it? I'm gonna be able to meet my financial goals just renting, and I know it would provide me more income if I do a multifamily. But I'm also just going to be debt-free this summer, and I want to kind of soak up that feeling of being debt-free and not owing anyone anything, even if someone else is paying the mortgage. Like, I don't want a mortgage right now. I don't like that. Like, I don't want a mortgage right now. And with my goal of saving $10,000 a year, that leads to, you know, my further plan of buying a house. And when it's time to buy a house, I want to move to North Carolina. So yeah, that's my life plan. And I don't want it to seem like I'm not straying from that, and I'm just blindly following my life plan and like ignoring opportunities. Because I have been thinking about it, and I still have more time to think about it. It's not like set in stone if I am or if I'm not gonna buy a multifamily. I just feel like right now where my mindset is that I just want to rent, even if it's for a year, and then I can reevaluate. Like I said, nothing's set in stone. A year lease is just 1 year. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But when I did post that story on Instagram, pretty much everyone voted, because I did like a little poll if I should rent or own, and literally everyone said own. And a lot of people had messaged me with their experience of owning, and I was really grateful for all those messages. Where I stand right now, I think that I'm leaning more toward just renting, because like I said, I can still meet my financial goals that I have. So why put that extra stress on myself? But I need to head in, because I thought this was curbside, but it's 10:05 and they haven't come out. So I think I'm gonna head in and see what's up, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Okay, just got back. Don't know how curbside was supposed to work, but I just went in and ended up picking up my books there. I'm so excited for this one. Actually, both of the books I picked up today. This is by Rachel Cruz. This is the daughter of Dave Ramsey. How I actually heard about her and her book was a guest on Michelle Reed's podcast, But What's Next? And then another really exciting one is The Curated Closet. Again, a really quick read, but like information I want to learn. So it says a simple system for discovering your personal style and building your dream wardrobe. And you guys know I am very minimal right now. I've been like definitely paring down my wardrobe for like 2 years now, and some people look at it and they're like, oh my god, how do you feel like you have clothes to wear? And honestly, all of my pieces are basics for the most part. I have a few that are like not so basic, but you can mix and match everything. So if you go on my Instagram and you go to my outfits highlight, I do not repeat one outfit, but I have so many outfits on there that I just take like in the morning before school in my classroom mirror. And like no one knows that I have like what. I mean, it's not like I have 10 pieces of clothing. I think I have like 70 something, and that's including like loungewear and like pajamas and stuff. But yeah, I'm crazy like that, and I have a note in my phone that like lists all my clothing items, because I just like to have an idea of, like, I like knowing what I own, like not just clothing but everything. Like I like knowing every single thing I own. I don't know, it's something like, I'm making myself sound really strange right now, but I don't know, it's just something in my brain that I like to know what I have at all times. So I'm meeting with my former teacher at 11:30, so I have plenty of time to finish the book that I'm reading, Clearing Clutter, and then start a new one. So I'm really excited. And I also have a few books as well at home that are about clean eating and eating intuitively that I'm really excited about. So I also have those, but I have all the time in the world.